Yo, it is going down, ladies and gentlemen. It is going down. As all is being revealed, but first, we would be remiss if we didn't say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So we guys, hopefully everybody made it safe, had a good night, enjoyed themselves, spending time with their loved ones, families, and friends. Man, I'm just glad and blessed to be here another year, to be able to entertain you guys for another year. 2025 went so fast. My goodness. I mean, that the lightning speed of how 2025 went is amazing. Uh, all I can tell you is enjoy the little things. That's all I can tell you. Now, this just went down, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James leaks out inadvertently what's going on in LA, why he's pouting so much, and he did it by mistake. He got comfortable talking, and when he gets comfortable talking, things start to happen. Yes, yes, yes. The Knicks brought me my money last night. Thank him for blowing the game. Yes, I did appreciate that. But yes, let's definitely get into this because it's New Year's. I got to go to the gym today. You know, that's tradition. New Year's, you got to get that. We're going to start right. We got to get to the gym. We got to knock that off the boat. Then you start seeing people fall off by like day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So anyway, yes, exactly. So we're going to drop the intro and we're going to get into it. Let's roll. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world. And I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them.
Was there tonight. Guys tried to play the right way. Turnovers obviously cost you guys. That's a really close game going into the fourth quarter. What was kind of the biggest difference you saw in that game?
We had points off turnovers, fast break points. I mean, we had a lot of pick sixes tonight. Allowed them to get out there fast, explosive team, a lot of athleticism. We kind of knew that coming to the game, but we didn't show up that point.
How much credit do you give the Pistons defense in that regard?
I mean, we knew we were going to get their best shot after, the Clipper game. So you give them a lot of credit. It's a very well organized team. They play hard, physical. Cade is, playing like the number 1 pick that he was drafted as, and as a franchise player, and very good team.
How do you combat the fact that this is a Pistons team? They shot well tonight. They're generally struggle to shoot. Like, how do you kind of combat the fact that you can load up the paint on them and try and
yeah, you just tip your cap. You go with the percentages. We have a game plan. We understand that they probably number 1 in points in the paint in the NBA. They get a lot of their points off fast breaks and in the paint. So we knew we tried to make them shoot from the outside, and they made some tonight, and that's okay.
When a team's allowed to establish physicality the way that this is tonight, what's your guys' best course of action to be able to compete in a game like that?
What do you mean? You match physicality with physicality, so that's the only way to do it.
Did you feel like the way the game was officiated tonight?
No, I have no idea. It's not my lane to talk about how it was officiated or not.
JJ talked about the team's identity, still trying to find what it is. Have we ever gone this late in the season not knowing what your team identity is, and you know what this team's identity is?
Oh, we haven't had a full team all year. Probably I don't know, maybe one game we had a full roster, maybe even not. We got some very important guys out right now, and obviously I started the year being out, and having our all-star, 2 guard out, and Rui's not out, and Gabe's been out for a minute. Jackson just came back. It's been a lot of in and out. So that's very hard to, kind of get a rhythm, of chemistry on the floor with guys that you're going to play with every night. Guys you're going to come in with subs and patterns and things like that. But it's no excuse. We still got to go out and execute. And I think we did that tonight. I thought, like I said, the turnovers were too many pick sixes, but we came in, we played hard, we executed. The better team tonight won.
LeBron, you guys finished the month in December with the second worst defense in the NBA, 29th efficiency in December.
He's upset. The guy just brought up that they're the second worst defense in the NBA. He's upset. This guy just brought up second worst defense and he breaks down. Look how he broke down. He's pissed. This dude just brought up there the second worst defense in the NBA and he is hurt. Hurt. Defensive efficiency in their ratings. He is pissed. Now, this look on LeBron James, meaning that this guy who asked this question will not be allowed to ask him another question. Now, the reason that this guy is allowed to ask this question is because this guy is not part of the LA media. The guy that's asking the question is part of Detroit's media. And the guy don't hate. He doesn't hate LeBron James. The guy who's asking him the question is actually a fan of LeBron James. He just happens to not cover the Lakers. He's not a Lakers beat writer. So he doesn't know that this isn't a question he's not supposed to ask LeBron James. Now, look at LeBron's facial reaction to that question. He's very pissed off. Now watch what happens next.
What are the root problems of that right now?
I don't have the numbers in front of me.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. He immediately goes to deflection. I don't have the numbers in front of me. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Tell him he was minus 16. Hey, this is what I told people they were going to get when they got him. This is what you're going to end up with. Crap. Now, if they want to shovel this crap to the NBA Finals with Lakers and Knicks, we might as well just stop watching now. But this is terrible. So now he's pissed off, but he answered the question with, I don't have the numbers.
What does it feel like? Where's the struggle?
I thought defensively tonight we had moments, but like I said, it's going to be hard to defend pick sixes.
Pick sixes. Oh my God. Every time they throw a turnover and somebody scores the basketball, he calls it a pick six. This isn't football. This is why maybe you should have played football instead of doing this, LeBron, because the pick sixes is the stuff you were doing. You were throwing the ball right to Duran. Duran ain't the guy that's supposed to be getting all the steals. He getting back-to-back steals off you guys. But we haven't even gotten to the big problem yet. What is a pick six in the league? Him throwing a turnover and then going coast to coast? Which he did all through the game.
We have too many pick sixes where, we turn the ball over. It's hard to get back. We're not getting back. Teams are running us. We give up a lot of transition points. We turn the ball over. Sometimes offensive rebounds, things of that nature. We just got to get better on that side of the floor.
We've talked to you over the years about the physical demands to do this night in and night out for 23 years. How are the mental demands right now?
Good. I'm solid. Yeah, I'm solid. I'm living the dream. I'm solid.
You said
So he's already saying, I'm solid. We ain't even gotten to the part yet. Pick sixes. Second worst defense. Yeah, so he's mad at that guy. That guy won't be back. But you only see him once a year, LeBron, in LA. You'll see him when you come to Detroit. Now, you ain't going to get him out of Detroit. He's going to be in Detroit. So you're going to see him there. But this is where it's going to get even more interesting, people. We're going to get to the source of the problem for LeBron James. I'm solid. No, you're not.
often though, like the pick sixes being a problem tonight in particular, like ball handling is not like Boston's not going back in the next like 2 weeks or so. So how do you balance what you can do on the ball versus how good you can be off the ball to alleviate?
Who, me personally?
You personally, yeah.
I haven't really been on the ball. I don't know if you watched any of our games this year, but I haven't really been on the ball as much. I've been playing off the ball a lot. It's something I can get back into it, but you got to get back into the rhythm of that. AR and Luka gets us into our offense. Marcus has been, now has stepped up to kind of help with that role. Nick Smith is going to help us with that role as well. If I need to do that, and if the coaches ask me to do that, and I can do that, but I've been playing mostly off the ball this year.
Do you feel
That's what his problem is. That's what he's upset about. That's what he's pouting about. He wants to be on the ball. He wants to be on the ball. That's what he's crying about. He want to be on the ball.
Top 50 in your opinion?
No, he's not.
100.
Not even top 100. I could not put him over anybody. You can name a whole 1990s rosters. He's Sean Kemp. That is exactly who LeBron is. He's Sean Kemp. And he never had a post game. He never even took time to learn that. So they removed the post guy out. There's no more power forwards. No more. What happened to the power forwards? Well, LeBron don't have a post game, so we don't need him anymore. In LeBron's entire career, he's never guarded the best players on the court. Never. Not even early in his career. He would always guard the weakest player in the league. When they played in the finals against Dallas, he's guarding Jason Kidd, who's 40. I'm like, you just been getting by with your athleticism. They start to change the rules for you because you can't get by anybody anymore. All you do is offensive foul people now and take 5 steps to the basket. You can't play off the ball. That means you can't play basketball. Whatever the play is, he blows it up immediately. He gets the ball and runs out to the half court line, gets a running start, and comes back in. I'm like, why is he leaving the paint? Everything they taught you about basketball goes out the window when you playing him. Don't lower the shoulder. That's exactly what he gonna do. He gonna lower his shoulder. He be almost halfway over driving Steph Curry into the ground. He play a 4 out. That's the only play he runs on offense, a 4 out. Or he'll call a high pick and roll. Guy come over and get a pick so he can get a little point guard on him. Okay, that's good. I can get by him. And he's like, I'm the GOAT now. I think I'm up there with Jordan. I'm be like, where? In what? Checkers, chess, video game, Madden, NBA 2K, what? Definitely not basketball.
And that clip hurt LeBron's feelings. That clip hurts his feelings because they send that clip to LeBron all the time. Like, I had no idea, LeBron, this was going to be a very viral clip that they're going to keep teasing you with for the rest of your life because everything I said in there was true. And in that video, that clip is about 6-7 years old now. So that tells you how far along we were and how far ahead. Everything I said in that interview was gold. So that's the big problem that people don't understand. He's crying because he wants to be on the ball.
Like
Last
you
two.
need to be on the ball to help.
No, whatever helps the team win, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter.
First of all, happy birthday.
Kind of help with that role. Nick Smith is going to help us with that role. I can get back into it, but I don't know if you watched any of our games. I haven't really been on the ball. I haven't really been on the ball. I don't know if you watched any of our games this year, but I haven't really been on the ball as much. I've been playing off the ball a lot. It's something I can get back into it, but you got to get back into the rhythm of that,
LeBron, you could be on the ball, off the court. It's not your defense. Being on the ball is not your problem. The turnovers happen when you are bringing the ball up. You are causing the turnover. So whenever you bringing the ball up and you throwing passes to Jalen Duren, getting intercepted twice back to back, what do you expect? What do you expect? Wrong. Because before he was here, the Lakers were 10-4. And the defense didn't look as bad as it do now. So it wasn't on the ball. It wasn't the people bringing the ball up. It's when your ass is bringing the ball up. Because you're slow. The tempo is fast. And you're old. You can't keep hitting these sprints like you used to. The roids can only do so much. Your body might look like you 20, but on the inside, everything in there is 41 to the 5th power. And you don't take care of your body like you say you do, homie. You're drinking liquor all the time, getting sauced up, tequila, wine, tearing your body down. And then you think it's time for the season to start. All right, I'm trying to hit the gym and turn it up. And then you think you can go and you hit the pedal and ain't no takeoff. Car ain't moving. You hit that. What's going on? I hit the gas. Why we ain't moving? Why it ain't taking off? That's because you got so many people out here who don't understand that. You're a 41-year-old man who's not hedging. You're not stunning. You're not helping on defense. You're not communicating. So it has nothing to do with you being on the ball. Your problem is not scoring points. Your problem is everything else. You see, that's where your problem lies. Everywhere else. Buddy. You see, the main problem in the scenario is when you have people who seem to not care or understand the dilemmas in which they are engaged in. It is really painful and hurtful to see people go ahead and do all of these different acts and pull off all of these miracles only to be shortchanged by a lot of people with their ideals on what they believe and what they think is the right thing to do when it's very simple. Basketball isn't complicated. It's real easy. It's only complicated when people make it complicated. when you have overprivileged NBA players who decide that they know what's best. They know what's best for the team because it's them. You're not doing a positive service to those who are there. You're not being a positive influence to those that are surrounding you. You're supposed to be uplifting the young people around you, and you're not. Look at Road calling out for you. Oh, no! Oh, Nick! What we gonna do, oh, Lord? What we gonna do? Oh, Lord! He's like, man, I'm sorry I had to leave y'all hanging with the haters last night. I had to go to church and pray for them Knicks. Lord have mercy. Please give Jalen Brunson vision. Get a ball to Deuce McBride. He was on fire, and we just said, we ain't gonna go to you no more. Why? But thank you, Jalen Brunson. My bank account thanks you. Now, he was like, y'all lost to the Jazz and the Strippers, and we still number one. And we finna beat the Heat tonight. So we gonna show you how to do it. We gonna show y'all how to do that. You heard LeBron say, we the best team. You heard LeBron. You heard what LeBron said. Detroit and Cade is where it's at. Your boy Brunson, a star, and Cade got almost the same amount of votes for him in the All-Star. And they don't even promote Cade.
AR and Luka gets us into our offense. Marcus has been, now has stepped up to kind of help with that role. Nick Smith is going to help us with that role as well. If I need to do that, and if the coaches ask me to do that, and I can do that, but I've been playing mostly off the ball this year.
Do you feel like you need to be on the ball?
No, whatever helps the team win, bro. It don't matter.
Do you feel you need? Of course, he wants that to be the argument now. LeBron says he ain't been on the ball this much since he been back. He's causing that as a distraction. Of course, he said they good. Everybody know the Pistons are good. That's the thing. LeBron is not. He is so bad. He is so far the problem. He can't even see it. That when they brought up that the team was the worst in defensive ratings, he was so pissed off. He couldn't even face it. The reality that they're a bad basketball team. As Charles Barkley would say, any knucklehead can score. Anybody can score basketball. That don't mean you're a great basketball player. There's been great scorers in the game, like guys who can get buckets. They're not even in the Hall of Fame. You know who was a great scorer? He said, I always hope LeBron announced his retirement or was traded. Traded. He need to be traded out of the league. Right. Anybody could score. Mark Aguirre was a scorer. He's not even in the Hall of Fame. I think he should be. But Mark was a scorer. So there's plenty of guys that could score the basketball. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, he would have probably been in the Hall if he didn't get screwed over. But these guys are not in the hall. Gil only had like 3 good years and was out the league. I mean, he went out the league, but he was done. Hurt his knee and then didn't rehab properly and too much garbage. And no. Do I think Rob Pelinka be fired? Maybe. That's a maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Depending on what happens in the rest of the season. But no. So LeBron's problem is simple. He doesn't quite get it. He's living in a delusional bubble because he don't understand that this is a problem for him. He doesn't know how to process the results of what the problem really is, and it's involving him. So he can't process that. He's thinking we just didn't score enough. We didn't exit. We got to just clean this up. We got to clean that up. You're missing the point, son. And every time you see, it's like us blaming Bronny James for the lack of success of the
This is not
the lack of success of the Los Angeles Lakers. Right? That's how crazy LeBron sounds about being on the ball. Him being on the ball is not the reason the team is where they are right. It has nothing to do with it. Absolutely zero. Now, if you could take a look right here. Look at this. Terrible, terrible, terrible approach by LeBron James. It's defense. You're losing the game because you can't stop anybody from scoring. When you're giving up 70 plus points in the paint, it ain't about you being on the ball. It's about them being on the damn ball. They can get any shot they want. This is a simple ass play. Look, why the hell are you up here, LeBron? What is the point of you being here? And your lack of footwork at this point is ridiculous. Look how far off you are. Now, this is to start the game, but damn. Why you ain't on the ball there? You see what I'm saying? Now, here's Cade coming down the lane. Now, right here, you're supposed to stunt and help. You got LeBron here. So if your mark is smart, why don't you be like your last name and pay attention to your assignment? Your assignment is Tobias Harris. Do your job. LeBron's already in the damn paint. All you could do is stunt right here and get back to your defender. Right. You just stunt and you get back. Now he stunts, right? So now you see you done your job. LeBron's there. You're supposed to find Tobias Harris. You're no longer need to do anything else here. You've made the step. He's about to pick up his dribble. You've done your job. LeBron's here. Tobias Harris is now your only assignment. Why is Marcus Smart still sliding and not paying attention to Tobias Harris? Why are you looking at Cade Cunningham? Why your eyes is not on your assignment? Look at this. It's real simple, people. This dude did a this dude just do a pirouette, what they call it, pirouette, whatever, where he spin around. Look, he's spinning in a damn circle. Which way did he go? What? Oh, there you go. Oh, God. Which way did he go? This is the problem of the Los Angeles Lakers. Was Bronny James playing better before LeBron came back? Now it's about the same. But, you know, the biggest question is, why is he in the league? Because it's insulting to your G League that you're telling them they got to perform better to get here, get there. And you're like, look, Bronny James lowered the bar beyond anything of comparison. So eventually he's going to have to go to the G League. Now, here comes the fast break. Here's LeBron, who's supposed to be sprinting back so he can get to the free throw line, right? And make a stance. So you're supposed to yell out to Luka, middle, middle. Luka would then force Cade by stepping over to let him come through the middle where he would meet you, LeBron, the defender, and you would be back in position. You see him coming. This is called transition defense. But when you got a bum that's 40,000 years old mixed with another guy who's old, well, young and does slow, Luka, this is your back line for defense? Wow, I wonder what's going to happen here. Cade sees this. He knows, oh, I can get by Luka anytime I want in transition. There's nothing he could do but foul. Boom. Look, he freezes Luka right there with the fake, and now he can go to the middle anyway. LeBron's just not, look at his look. He's trying. He's not even trying to get back to defend. Not even trying. Look, Blue, no problem. Luka right behind him. Help me, Bron. No communication. You got to communicate on defense. Every basketball player knows this. Any human being knows this. You need to communicate on defense. There's no way, shape, or form this could be allowed. So your being on the ball, LeBron, meant nothing. It means nothing. You have to defend, sir. You have to defend. Now, here we are. Look at this play. Now, he iced the doggone screen. He's luring him right here to DeAndre Ayton. What the hell are you doing, Ayton? Why did you drop back like that? Okay, he came over to commit. Now watch this. You gave up the damn lane. Oh my goodness. He jumped too quick and gave up a layup. Good screen here by, I believe that's Beef Stew. It's a great screen. Now watch this. DeAndre Ayton now has Cade. Now watch how this rotates. Now watch what happens here off this play. This was genius. And y'all think Detroit don't run plays. Here it is. He draws two because the Lakers don't know their scouting report or assignment. Look at this. He was able to get around the corner. He didn't even have to give the ball to him. Nobody seals this off. Ayton was playing him like he was going to shoot the jump shot. Why aren't you over here using the baseline as your defense? Seal him in. I can't even blame LeBron on this, even though LeBron is not going to help, but you don't let him get the edge on you right here. If anything, force him to go around you, but you use the baseline as a defender. You trying to get him and force him over here as much as possible. Seal him off and use this as another defender. What the hell is going on out here? And this dude is like 6'11". Look, he's just walking there. He doesn't even jump. That's why I told you, being tall does not make you a big man. I must say it over and over again. Hit the like button too, everybody. I am not a professional NBA analyst. Thank you for letting me know. Because the people who are professional NBA analysts are not telling you a damn thing about the game. But my thing is, so you need to be saying that, like, yeah, why am I not getting this information from them? But these are the type of things that I try to tell people all the time. Just because you tall does not make you a big man. Just because you're tall doesn't make you a big man. And DeAndre Ayton has never been a big man. He's one of those guys who was tall, who was really a forward, not a center. And they keep putting him in as a center. He's more of a forward. DeAndre Ayton would be great if he played along a big man, like a real big man on the inside. Like if you put Joel Embiid and DeAndre Ayton on the court, they might tear up the place. Their problem is he plays small because he plays mostly like a forward. He doesn't play like a rim protector. He doesn't even basically seem like he knows what to do there. So they thought he'll be great against pick and roll. He's not even in a defensive posture. Arms are not out. Look at his legs. He's not even in a position to get ready to defend any which way he goes off the off the pick and roll. Great pick again by Stu. Now look, it's a give and go. Boom. Beef Stew takes one dribble and he can go up, make a pass here, make a pass there, or he can just dunk. Boom. LeBron wanted none of that smoke. None of that smoke. You can keep that. No, I'm good. I don't want none of that. No, I'm good. Nope. Now, look, everybody's eyes is going down the court, right? So you're like, okay, well, this is what it's going to be. LeBron is making a terrible defensive mistake here against Cade Cunningham. For some weird reason, LeBron James, instead of, look, what kind of defensive posture was that? You didn't even communicate with Luka or anybody else. All you had to do is hold him up, make him go through the middle where your protection is. You don't give up the sideline. This is the dumbest thing I've seen. Look at this. All you have to do is step over, move that left leg over. Your sciatica must be going crazy because you're supposed to force him here to where these guys are supposed to be sprinting down some. Stop Cade, slow him up, make him change direction, and go to the middle of the floor. What you can't allow is for him to get around you, because now Luka got to come over here, and you're going to what, get a draw foul on Luka and put Luka in a bad spot? This is not about being on the ball. Look at that. You're gone. Easy. And now Brian mad at Luka. What do you think Luka's supposed to do? You think Luka Doncic is supposed to block this? You think, hold on, you think Luka's supposed to jump up there and block that? You got Aiden right there. And he reverses it and lays it in. Brian like, I've done all I can do. Now, you would think, okay, well, the stars are out the game, right? No Cade Cunningham. We got it. So now this guy's up. Why the hell are you here, dumb nuts? You're supposed to be up here. You don't know your personnel. You don't know anything about this guy because he hasn't had that many minutes on the floor. But he's trained. Yep. And now the ball is being swung. So now the ball is being swung out. There it is. Boom. Look, he just like a jet comes towards he's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm used to people shooting threes. They can do whatever they want, but they attack the basket. Because look, there's nothing there to stop them. They have no defense. Now here it is, back screen. Come on, Jackson Hayes. Why are you this far back? You see what I'm saying? Why is Jackson Hayes back? Because you know why? They're in a stupid zone. Because they're afraid they can't match up one-on-one, so they got to play a zone. So now your defender is setting a pick. You're still stuck in a zone. I'm telling you, Jackson Hayes would be in the G League right now. If it wasn't for the fact the Lakers need somebody out there on the floor. He would be in the G League. Because it's like he has brain farts. Look at all of this activity going on. Jackson Hayes is right there. That far off either defender. He's not close to anything. So now he's like, okay, I'm in position. I'm ready. I've been here the whole time. So you've been here the whole time. You haven't moved. Now look, K goes up, goes right at you, Jackson Hayes. Full speed ahead. They didn't care about nothing about you being there. Well, this is coaching. Why is JJ Redick in his, like, who's supposed to be up on? Normally a coach should be standing up right here, communicating with Luka Doncic, telling LeBron or Luka what needs to be happening here defensively. Like, we need something defensively to take place here. We need somebody on the ball quick. We need to know we got to get out and sprint. All right? There's a turnover. Get back, defend, do what you need to do. Right? Transition defense. If LeBron was in any position, that's the pick six. Too many pick sixes. Oh! Now, JJ Redick was sitting down, not standing up coaching. Now he's on his feet coaching. Right? Here we go. Watch what happens here. Aiden's supposed to step up, cut off this baseline, right? You got one defender looking. Luka's not paying attention. The ball is being dribbled. Now he's paying attention, right? Here it comes. Everybody's paying attention to the ball. Nobody's looking back at a defender. Here's the back. Nobody is put. LeBron's job was to really come here and seal off anybody cutting to the rim. That's how you give up offensive rebounds. Here we go again. The game is tied. It was 79-79, ladies and gentlemen, when all of this activity started happening. Please hit the like button. They'll be looking for new employment. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Yeah. So anyway, here we go again, right? Now everybody's surprised. Here they come on the turn. Oh, there it is. The Lakers was in a horns. This is a horns play. I mean, the Pistons running horns. Okay, there it is. Layup off the glass. It's really nothing they could do. They have no defenders whatsoever on the court. They put Vandy in there for whatever the reason. Here it is. Split action on the weak side. Here we are. Simple basketball. Simple pick and roll basketball. The Lakers switches are terrible. Jackson Hayes, look, the Pistons know the assignment. They know they know who to attack, where to attack. As Ron gets up and one. This is too easy. Look, JJ's up there now, but he's not coaching. He's just standing there watching. He's not telling people what to do, where to be in position. He's just standing there. Luka, what are you doing? Luka cut off Ivy and gave up a 3 to Ron Holland because he don't know Ron Holland. He don't know anything about Detroit. They play him like once a year in LA, so he doesn't really see Detroit. He doesn't know anything about him. Sasser gives it up to Ivy. Look, too much speed. Attack the basket. That limits them screwing you with the magnet ball. Right. You don't even have to. You could attack the mismatches on the court because as a team, they don't communicate defensively and they're bad defenders. And that's coaching. If you can't coach a team to be defensive, what are you doing? Nate McMillan is a defensive coach. But Nate McMillan is like, this white boy won't listen to me. So I'm just going to sit here and get my check. All right. Yep, I'm just getting my check. They don't want to listen to me? All right. That's on them. They care less. Ooh, that was beautiful. Too much space. LeBron is communicating. Why JJ Redick got his hands on his hip? Look, LeBron is telling him, hey, look, he's coming that way. He's communicating on the floor. JJ has said nothing. No communication. So he's pointing, telling people where to go. LeBron's trying to communicate on defense, right? Here comes Cade, and you got DeAndre Ayton on Cade. Luke is right here. Luke is supposed to step up right here and take Durant because he's got to help out DeAndre Ayton. Now watch this. Luka is slow moving towards Jalen Durant. Are you serious? Do you not know what's going to happen if he gives this ball to Durant? And he does just that. He gives this ball to Durant, who has Luka Doncic on him. And do you think Durant's going to have any care or concern about Luka Doncic defending him down here at the nail? Here comes LeBron, like, oh, shit. And you got an open three right here if they got it. You got open shots all over this court. Now, why are they two guys here? I have no idea on Cade. Leaving two shooters wide open. Luke is now one-on-one with Durant. Durant spins. LeBron does not come over to help at all. Does not seal to even force him to kick it out. Just like, go and do what you're going to do, man. It was whatever you like. Yeah. Buckets on me. Threes all ice. You can have shots all night, baby. You can have whatever you like. It was that bad all night long. It did not stop. And look at this dumb bastard. He just stands there and watches. He gets all the way around the corner. LeBron does not help. Jake is stealing him off. But what? LeBron just stood there the entire time. The entire time. He just stood there and watched. He didn't step up to try to help. Nothing. LeBron is playing like he's trying not to get hurt. Look, he's pointing like, hey, go there, do this. Right? Here comes Cade, taking the lane, going down the lane. Look at Beef Stew. Ready. If he missed, Isaiah Stewart was going to get the rebound. Without a doubt, if he missed, Isaiah Stewart was going to get the rebound. He going to hit the side of the backboard. Yeah, the back door is open all time, the whole time. Nothing changes here. And that's the problem. You can't sit there and say you want change or you want a better basketball team if you're not doing the things required for the team to be great or successful. That's where most people are having problems is with the continuity of the game. You know, everything is very inconsistent. So it's like if we're not going to be consistent around here, then what the hell are we doing here? You know, what are we doing this for? None of it's making sense. Please make it make sense to us. I don't think the Lakers can fix it. And I think by pushing this team to the NBA Finals is a mistake for the league. It's a complete mistake to the league. It's just like the Knicks. Pushing these two teams is like for what? Yep. Well, here's the thing. Well, roll out wood if the Knicks were a real team. They showed you last night that they're not a real team. A real team don't lose like that. You don't lose a 19-point lead with a team that lost Wemby in the third quarter, and you got a 10-point lead. You had a 19-point lead with Wemby on the floor. When Wemby go down, you were up 10 and lose the game, up 19 the whole game and choke it because you giving up open threes to one individual. You got one individual shooting 11 threes, hitting them, and y'all just not going to guard him? It was crazy. Hey, I thank you very much. My pocketbook thanks you. We're very happy over here. Now, since that has been, discovered, and we went through that, everybody's going to play the blame game. Who do we blame for the Los Angeles Lakers? Everybody now is a Monday quarterback. It's like they just discovered it or something. The Lakers are a bad team. Lakers, they in trouble now. Oh yeah, we in trouble now. You didn't know y'all was in trouble before? Yeah, Shannon Sharp out here trying to rebrand himself so people can show mercy and show that he's old.
So please subscribe. Or if you miss a shot, they're going to go down to the other end. At one point in time, I saw the Rockets were shooting 57% from the floor and 50+% from the three. So in other words, they're getting whatever the hell they want, whenever the hell they want, however the hell they want. You can't win like that. I don't care. Luka can score 40. LeBron can score 25. And AR can score 30. But the other team is gonna get layups and get dunks and get 2-foot shots.
I mean, see, did they expect?
Shannon Sharp is trying to change his whole image. Shannon Sharp has not let his facial hair grow ever. People said, well, you got to change your image up, Shannon. You got to be like the old wise man. Get you an old gray beard. Go on, match your hair. Get your glasses out there. Get your old man on. You know, people want to see you grown now. You know, you trying to be young actor. Show that you changed a little bit so people can feel sorry for you. See, that's how the PR team work on you. See, you get somebody to help you rebrand. You know, like that Gilbert Arenas guy, you know, he trying to rebrand himself. Now he this 50-year-old video gamer. Right. They can't defend anybody. If you can't defend anybody, you're not going to win basketball games. So, yes, Luka can have 40-point triple-doubles. LeBron can have 25. Austin Reeves can score 30. But if you give it up that much, you're done. I never saw it like that, but the chemistry of the team is done. Everybody keeps saying what's wrong with the Lakers. They'll lose 1 game, 2 games. They talking about what's wrong with the Lakers. When they was 10-4, everybody else was talking championship. But even when they were 10-4, these problems were still there.
Welcome back, Paul. Went to the Washington Wizards.
Yep. Now, let's show you what was said. Hold on. I'm going to get that info right to you. Express mail. Sam Mitchell says LeBron wouldn't even be the first option on the Wizards. This is what LeBron doesn't understand. It hasn't sunk in. Whatever team you go to, you're the third option. You're not going to a team where you're the number 1 option anymore. If you went to the Washington Wizards, you would not be their number 1 option. Damn. That's reality. Sam Mitchell would never had the gall to say that just 2 seasons ago or even last season. You couldn't even say a statement like that. Now everybody feel like they can get their rocks off now. They can go ahead and say what they need to say. They can get it off because now they know your power doesn't hold the same no more since Luka been there. Once Luka came to LA and he got off that plane, your power diminished the second he got off that plane. Oh, definitely. The Cash App is Carcino. We definitely thank all of you. 12% believe that in the poll, in the chat, 12% of y'all believe the Lakers are going to the finals. Everybody else said no. Will they be trades? Who you think is getting traded? I still believe they're doing a trade with the Sacramento Kings, and Vanderbilt will be one of the people gone off the team. Vandy and Gabe Vincent, I think, will be off the team by the trade deadline. And I know they want to get Keon Clark from Sacramento Kings, and they want to get Daniel Gafford from the Dallas Mavericks. Absolutely. So the fact that the Lakers get those guys, does that improve their team? Absolutely, it does. Outlaw has passed Row in the top fans in the chat. But you got one guy holding down the number one spot. That's Jero. Yeah, I'm looking at the top fan. Yeah, it's a lot of new people here. Smash Ball, man. Smash Ball used to be near the top. Y'all done passed him up. And Jamil, yeah. Jamil probably playing a game right now. He probably in the midst of playing a game and listening to me talk while he playing the game. Well, when you have narratives, like you got to understand, people run these different tropes every day. Like they have their own, um, they play their own type of game, you know, where they see this is an advantage for me, so I'm gonna play this angle because it works out well for me. They make excuses all the time for these people. So it's like, who do you want to roll with? A lot of this is on JJ Redick. He's not a real coach. Mm-hmm. In-game coaching is where a real coach is. Let me show you what I mean by in-game coaching. OKC and Houston. Look, Thompson is right there, right? Shea hits that shot. Timeout is called. And I guess this was not what was supposed to happen. They going back. Kevin Durant, head down. Right? They come back to the huddle. Thompson is talking to KD. And you see this, right? And it was like, what are you doing? And look, this is M. This is M.A. Udoka's response. This is what in-game coaching looks like. What the F were you thinking? What was you doing? You see, that's what a real coach look like. That's when somebody's coaching somebody and what it looks like. The Rockets are the best defensive team in the NBA. What the heck are you talking about? The Rockets are the best defensive team in the NBA. What are you talking about? The Pistons are right behind them. We number 2 in everything. They like number 1 in almost everything. Portland is like ahead in defense too. They up there in defense. These people are something else. They're like bloodsuckers. They can come here and do that. Bronny should be the first option. Well, yeah, that's something you're gonna have to take up with Bronny more than anything or anybody. So no, that should be it. To be honest. No, LeBron James has to learn to accept responsibility. They know where the team is. But unless you're ready to accept that responsibility as a leader of the team, saying, hey, y'all got to protect me. I'm 40 plus. I can't do this no more. I ain't going to be able to shift. Screw that. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. That's what LeBron got to be saying. I'm done. None of that stuff, sliding my feet, doing it. That's out. You ain't gonna catch me doing any of that no more. So I'm gonna need y'all to protect me. Jackson Hayes, defensively, we gotta work on all defensive assignments. I'll be like, there is no shoot around today. We are doing all defensive drills, getting back, moving our feet. We're not doing defense. Nate McMillan's here. He's gonna coach y'all the team on defense. Teach them from the basics up what they should do, communicating on the floor, why we're not doing it. There's no excuse for LeBron James to be this bad defensively. I mean, we've seen players who are older than LeBron. Jeff Green. Jeff Green was still playing defense and balling out. And he had heart surgery and was in there balling. Won a championship in Denver, beat LeBron. Playing defense, sliding his feet, moving over. Oh, I ain't never locked down Craig Hodges. Craig was shooting from half court. Nah, there was no locking down Craig Hodges. Craig was hitting that pop, 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 pop. Pull, swish. I'm like, woo. I mean, Dre was trying to keep up with him, and we had some shooters back then. We had Ernie, who was like Wesley Snipes. I think Ernie was Wesley's stunt double. Was he his basketball double for White Man Can't Jump? Mm-hmm. What could they get in return for trading LeBron? About a Pathfinder from 2013. Uh, Probably a Ford, maybe a 2020 Ford truck. Uh, I mean, look, it's done. Like trading LeBron, you can't trade him anyway. Hmm. You can't trade LeBron anywhere. That's one. He's got to waive his trade clause in order for that to happen, and we all know that's not going to happen. So that's it. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah, we'll definitely get back to everything. I mean, you couldn't even get a Bugatti for LeBron right now. Like they say, dude, you're not even the number one option anywhere you go. What team will he be number one option on? Charlotte? He's done. He's completely done. Last night was funny. Yeah, it was. Corey was the only one knew that they was coming back. Like, Cito, the game ain't over. I'm like, it's over. My money go. Trade Bronny for a vitamin water. Yeah, seeing all the Knicks fans run yesterday was something else, man. I told you they front runners. That's what's wrong with the Knicks. They never there for the bad. They always want to be there when something going good. Can't do it like that. It's gotta go both ways. Gotta go both ways. Or it don't work. Well, the more you got, the more you got. You know, that's how they see. That's how people see it. They're like, well, the more you got, the more you got. It's all to it. Ain't no more to Oh, yes. Definitely sign up to the Patreon. We got a lot going on today over there. You know, on the first, like we do. He's like, I told you I was going to church for the jump to pray for my Nick. He said the chat litty right now. Because they know it's over, man. They know it's over. But yeah, I got to get to updating the Patreon. So everybody over there going, yeah, they ready to go. So let me get over there and get that updated for y'all. Because y'all going to like what y'all hear today. And thank you, y'all. And we gonna be back directly. See y'all over there. Oh yeah, and I saw Ro, you signed up to the Patreon. I saw you. Appreciate it. I'm out.